When the dust settles and it's all said and done, they don't ask you how, just how many. 15 the answer to that question for the Kansas City Chiefs. Unbeaten since last Christmas and rolling on thanks to a block kick. A big winner in Big Red. Back in studio, Joe Musso alongside Emory Hunt, Douzable here as well to offer up winners and losers from Week 10. Also going to give out some game balls. But let's start in the positive here, Emory. Your biggest winner on this day is who?
Wide receiver Mike Williams of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's why. Because he had a tumultuous career with the Los Angeles Chargers because of injury.
Injury plagued, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then with the New York Jets, to try to blame everything in New York on his one play in a game where Aaron Rodgers threw the interception. And he goes to a situation, we talked about this before, Joe, where all it takes is a coach to believe in you and it brings out the best in you. One target, one catch, 32 yards, critical situation, game winner.
Jersey not even dirty.
Not even dirty, fresh off the rack. And here he is catching a game-winning touchdown for Pittsburgh, my biggest winner for the week.
Yeah, I love that one because when your number's called, make the play. And Mike Williams, we question not the talent or the top level, but the availability and some of the scheme that has not put him in the right position. Here, on a go ball, be taller, be faster, catch the football. We love it. Dude, your biggest winner?
It's a similar theme to Emory's, but I'm going to go with the entire team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Going into Washington to play the Commanders, one of the hottest teams in all of football. They were on top of the NFC East. And when you look at things right now, people would say besides the NFC North, the AFC North is probably the second hardest division of football. Not too many people peg the Steelers to be on top of that division, right? Russell Wilson, Mike Tomlin, controversial change, right? Justin Fields has them with a winning record. He puts Russell Wilson in 3 touchdowns through the air. He figures out, let me just get it to my playmakers that are big-bodied receivers. I mean, George Pickens continues to be an alien with the footballs in the air. Emory, you just alluded to Mike Williams. He's fresh off the bus, and he comes in and gets a game-winning touchdown. Love how T.J. Watt really rushed off the edge to get after Jaden Daniels. They forced Jaden Daniels to his worst completion game this year. He only completed 50% of his passes today because they really got after him. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, for what they did, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side, being able to hold Zach Ertz just a half-inch short on that 4th and 10 to solidify and win that game.
Yeah, and you want to talk about a biggest loser. Anyone who was murmuring, maybe clear the Twitter of any Pittsburgh should move on from conversations that were happening over the last 18 or so months, because this is a coach that has maximized the talent once again, has his team playing to their ceiling and beyond it. And like you said, Deuce, the guts to make a call even when things were above 500 with Justin Fields, looking like a team primed for a playoff push now. Let's get negative. Your biggest loser.
All right, I've been waiting for this one, boy. Joe Flacco is my biggest loser. And here is why. Because it's not necessarily on Joe Flacco. It's more of a Joe Flacco, mainly Shane Steichen play, because he benched Anthony Richardson, who you knew about coming into his career, young guy, all of those things, lack of stars. But Joe Flacco, no offense against Minnesota in a very winnable game, and had the 3 turnovers here against Buffalo in what was a very winnable game. Had Joe Flacco not played bad, we would have been talking about how bad Josh Allen played in his ball game and didn't play his best ball, because, again, Joe Flacco, when he's in the game, they've had their worst offensive outputs on the season. And the reason why you roll with Anthony Richardson, because it helps Jonathan Taylor, which could then help calm Anthony Richardson down. I would even accept, we talked about this, I would even accept Joe Flacco playing the game and also using packages for Anthony Richardson inside the red zone, where, guess what? The Colts have struggled with Flacco at the starting quarterback position. So for me, Joe Flacco and his turnovers for the Colts offense has been the biggest loser.
And I think that just outlines how you're results-based in this league, and we always are. We applaud one benching because of the result. We lambast the other. You have a second loser. I'm told you're going super negative. You're
I'm on a roll tonight, Joe. Like the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, the owner, because again, listen, beautiful stadium. I've been down there. Great food spread, by the way, for the media, so I will always be in good graces. However,
not trying to blow the invite?
Not trying to blow the invite, but you got to get some curtains, man. Walmart or wherever is right up the street, go get you some curtains. Here's the thing. How many times in a football game will you have your own team suffer because of the sun in their eyes? Look at CeeDee Lamb. He don't even know where the ball is. He said, like, yo, I can't see. Then he confirms it that he can't see by missing the ball and says, you know what, yeah, something was in my eye. Jerry Jones was asked about this post-game, and he said, you know what? Why not just tear the whole thing down and build it again? So that tells me, Joe, those lack of curtains, Lejay, was his idea.
You know it's getting bad when,
Oh,
we've gone to interior design as our latest point of issue with the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, Chip and Joanna right down there in Waco. Maybe you make the call, a nice ship lap, something to really
go to the Team Pro Shop, put up some jerseys or something like that.
We will see if there are adjustments there and elsewhere for the Dallas Cowboys. Dudes, your biggest loser, 1, 2, 10, whatever you like.
You see the helmet right there?
Enough said.
My New York Jets, man. For you to have extra time because they played on a Thursday the week before, 10 days of preparation, and to come out lackadaisical like that and literally just get whooped from the very first snap of the game, 31-6 on the road versus the Arizona Cardinals, just no excuse for it. The defense, again, tackling is a want-to thing, and the Jets don't want to tackle. They don't want to play physical football right now. Offense still not on the same page with Aaron Rodgers and the receivers on the outside. Emory, you talked about it earlier. The run game was actually going well, but they went away from it because the score got ugly really quick. I mean, this game was over, fellas, in the first quarter. Like, Kyler Murray had a perfect game. He was 22 of 24. The man had 17 straight completions. Any way you wanted to lose, Kyler Murray provided it for you today. So no excuse for the New York Jets, who literally everything was on the line, right? There was no margin for error. They've already dug themselves in a hole. No excuse to come out like that tonight.
So maybe the focus now turns from what could have been this season to what might be next. And for that, we take a look at your current draft order. Never where you want to be, never where you want the focus fixed, but this is where it currently stands. The Jags and Giants, low marks with 8 losses in that column to just 2 wins. Other 2-win teams included the Titans, Browns, Raiders, and Dolphins. This order can change pending Monday night's outcome with those fish. Let's get to the game ball. You know we love to say it. That's my guy, Mac. Always loves to give out a guy, Emory. He's got a game ball today. Dudes, we're giving you one as well. Emory Hunt, who's your guy in Week 10?
My guy is Nick Bonito, the outstanding linebacker for the Denver Broncos. This is one of those situations where if they would have won the game, we'll be talking about how well he played because he had 3 TFLs, 3 tackles, a sack, and 3 quarterback hits, or 1 TFL, 3 quarterback hits, and it was constantly harassing Patrick Mahomes all day long. And it was because of his play and his confidence in saying, like, hey, man, I don't care if that's Patrick Mahomes or Patrick Dennehy. I am going to go get him. And he was doing that all throughout the game. And it's just unfortunate that they didn't end up on the winning side of the coin because he played phenomenal today for the Broncos.
That's a good ball. I like to give one out here to a non-position type, someone who's making a difference in the game that maybe does not get highlighted. Dudes, who you highlighting for your guy this week?
Yeah, we were talking about how the Jets played an abysmal game. I'm going to go against the guy that cut them up like Swiss cheese. Kyler Murray, 22 of 24, 17 straight completions. And he did it with his legs, too. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Just understanding, knowing the Jets are undisciplined, the defensive end is going to crash on zone read. I'm going to pull the football, and I'm a better athlete than most secondary or linebackers on the outside. You see it right here. How many times did Kyler Murray pull the football? Look at Michael Clemens just chasing the dive again. Nobody's on the quarterback. I love what I saw from Kyler Murray because last week, all he had to do was turn it around and hand it to James Conner. Play after play. This week, the offense ran through Kyler Murray, and it looked really good. He's my guy for this week in the NFL.
What'd you say?
Joe, you had a good call for
it's the helmet. He gives off a little Mega Man vibe.
Remember Mega Man, Lejay?
Hey, when he's got that blaster going, on the right, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I love watching Kyler doing what he's doing right now because so many doubted him early on, and I will raise my hand with some of those doubts as well. I got to give out a guy as well, my guy, George Kittle. 7 touchdowns in 8 games this season. He has scored a touchdown in all but 2 games, and he scored 2 in 1. He's highly targeted sometimes. Other times it's 4 catches on 4 targets, but it's the biggest moments. Purdy going to Kittle with the ball here again on Sunday in a massive moment. He always answers the call. He's never the mouth that's mad to not be fed. He is a results-based guy, and he is my guy. George Kittle, once again, coming through in the clutch for the 49ers, must be celebrated every single time we get to see it.
Love the fact that he let his legs die at the back corner and just didn't try to overly jump high and just understood the situation.
We've been having conversations about 1 foot twice. That was 2 feet all at once.
Dot at the I.
Lige Douzable, Emory Hunt, giving out their guy game balls here on CBS Sports HQ. Thank you, fellas. Their coverage, it's not only here on Sunday, it's each and every day, 365. CBS Sports HQ got all your news, highlights, scores, and notes. Breaking news that waits for no one. We got you covered on the league you love. Join us each and every day on HQ.